Welcome into our broadcast. If you're listening or watching, you're doing that on the stream or mixtv.tv, as unfortunately you're getting to see my face again, and I know that's not pleasant for you in the afternoon here. But we come to you live on mixtv.tv and, of course, on our stream on the Mix 104.1 app and from our website. Because, again, we're here to report we have some power outages around the area that is causing some major problems this time of day, unfortunately, for traffic. We've got some traffic lights that are out, so that's causing an issue. Of course, lots of people at work that is trying to get some work done, being productive there on this midweek Wednesday, and the power back out again. So I think we're going to go, if Austin Chadwick, Mix TV producer, has the slide up, we're going to go, if you're on Mix TV, we're going to go to an outage map that we, of course, we pull that from Cleveland Utilities, and Austin Chadwick is pulling that up there. Austin, I'm not sure. Well, I know that the mic's not hooked up back there in the back because I just saw the cord here on the floor. But of course, that far away, it's kind of hard to see all of the visuals. So Austin's going to come in. He could see it a little bit better on what is going on there. But we're trying to make sure, if you're watching mixtv.tv and you're not able to do some other things, we can at least get you the outage map and you can see what's going on. But really the thing that we want to let you know the most is you just need to be careful out there. It's a very busy part of the day when you get to about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We understood that lights up and down Paula Parkway are out. We've had a lot of people calling and giving us information about that. Mouse Creek Road, Outages, Michigan Avenue at Stewart Road, just to name a few. And we just want to make sure, more than anything, that maybe if you've not left your work yet, or maybe you haven't let someone leave your house yet. Maybe you've got young folks, teenagers that's going to be out running around. Maybe you can grab them before they get too far and just kind of give them a heads up on what is going on, as there is lots and lots of stuff happening in this area with power outages for the second time today. Now, Austin Chadwick, Mix TV producer, is in the studio with me now. Austin, this is unfortunately the second time today that we've kind of been through this.
Yes, and it appears to be some of the same areas as what took place earlier. According to this map, from what I remember, it looks very sporadic throughout the city, and there's a couple of sections that looks like there might be a substation out or something. So, the biggest thing is just to take your time and be careful driving around because of the traffic lights out. That's probably the most dangerous thing at this point. Yes. We just want to, make sure everybody takes care. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is a thing that we have reached out to Cleveland Utilities. President and CEO Tim Henderson has reached back out to us, and he has told us that they are working on it. There's actually some meetings going on, and he's going to try to get someone to reach out to us shortly and try to give us an update on what is going on. So we will definitely update you as we have that information. Austin's now got his iPad in here, so he could probably see that a little better. Can you give me kind of an estimate about how many people are out of power right now as far as the outage map?
As far as the outage map goes, it looks around 300 to 400 people. Okay. Or 300 to 400 residents will be without power at this point. So.
Yeah, I know we're getting reports that it's going to be off of Coy Street there by Weeks Drive. That's why we are off the air as far as our antenna service that we do, which way you pick us up on a radio on a car or something like that. But we are, of course, live on the radio and here, on the Mix 104.1 app and on mixtv.tv. And Austin, this is a perfect example why we say people need to have the app and keep up with us on the stream and all of these things, because they still can get this timely information. Exactly.
That's the reason we have people follow us. That's the reason we make sure that you have the app so that you can listen to all 3 stations at any time. It just makes it easier, especially when things go awry a little bit. And of course, we're on mymix1041.com. You can stream there. You can stream on your smart devices, all that stuff. So.
And I believe Sheridan Mosley is getting ready to put a post out for people on Facebook and Twitter and all the other platforms that we have. So it's just one of those circumstances that we will continue to monitor. We are waiting to hear from Cleveland Utilities. Now, earlier on, kind of a recap of what happened earlier today. They told us that an East Cleveland substation had an issue and that the transformer failed. And then once the transformer failed, that they actually lost their feed from TVA, and that's what caused the multiple domino effect of the different power outages around the community. And we were just kind of assuming, Austin, when we were talking a while ago, maybe there was something they did earlier that was a temporary fix that they had to kind of go back and get something fixed permanently, and we're just guessing on that. We don't know anything about it.
I mean, me with my electrical degree.
Yeah.
Here,
You with your engineering degree.
My engineering degree, electrical degree, whatever you call it, substation degree,
We're just kind of thinking maybe this is just a reoccurrence of what happened earlier today.
Yeah.
But really, the main reason we're on mixtv.tv, and we're, of course, still streaming on the app and on our website and all those different places, is we're hoping that you can reach out to different people. Like I mentioned, if they've not left work yet, or maybe you've got young people that's getting ready to head out for an early dinner or just go hang out at some friend's house or something, you can maybe grab them and say, hey, look, maybe stay put for a few minutes until they get the power back on, because it is dangerous when you're driving on these major roads like Paul Hutt Parkway, 25th and Keith, and Keith at North Lee Highway, and then Mouse Creek Road. All of these big intersections, if there's power out at those locations, it is very dangerous to go through there. Of course, we mentioned it earlier. We want to mention it again. You approach those areas when the power is out at a four-way intersection, when all four areas are flashing. You approach that as a four-way stop. So just make sure that you just don't zoom through there and think somebody else is going to be paying attention to you. It is something that it's kind of an unwritten rule. I mean, it's written, but it's kind of an unwritten rule as well. You approach that as a four-way stop and make sure you're courteous to the other drivers that are around you. Austin, anything else that you're seeing there? I know you're doing a little bit of research.
Really, we're just going to work to get as much information as we can out as quickly as we can. That's what we do. We're here for Cleveland, Bradley County, all of the area here, and so when something like this happens, we'll work hard to see what's going on and see how quickly we can communicate with whoever it is. So at this point, it's Cleveland Utilities. So I'm sure they're working hard, and we'll get something from them here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, it's one of those things we'd rather have some good information than to get some information that's just kind of incomplete. So I know that Tim Henderson, he reached out to us just a few minutes ago and said, look, we've got some other folks that's going to try to get in contact with you as soon as they basically have a handle on it, where they can give us some really good information. So, again, thanks so much to people watching on mixtv.tv. Thanks for listening on the app. We'll continue to monitor and play music and play commercials and be a part of this day with you on the app and streaming, so you can continue to listen there. We'll give you updates as they become available. And if there's something major that we need to break back in on mixtv.tv, we will definitely do that as well. But again, this is a great time for us to tell you, make sure you download the free Mix 1041 app by going to our website, mymix1041.com. Download that free app. And then next time that something like this happens, maybe electrical, like power outages, or it could be weather related, it could be traffic related, whatever is going on, we'll definitely be able to reach out to you and let you know what is going on throughout our community. Talking about traffic and other things going on, we probably should go ahead and give you an update on what's going on the interstate while we have this break here. That is going to be I-75 northbound, right around mile marker 24. There was a disabled camper there earlier, and that was causing a backup, causing people to have to get over in the far right-hand lane to get past that disabled camper. And that is still causing a little bit of a backup there. So please be mindful of that if you're listening. Of course, most likely, if you're in your car, unless you Bluetooth us to your car speaker, you're not able to get that information. But if you know somebody's getting ready to leave the Outages area, or maybe getting ready to leave Chattanooga to drive back to Cleveland in a few minutes, maybe give them a heads up and let them know that once they get close to exit 25, there is a slowdown, a backup of traffic, and we'll continue to monitor this situation as well. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more. We're going to go ahead and break out of mixtv.tv. We'll stay with you on the Mix 1041 app and streaming from our website, mymix1041.com. So stay with us, and we'll be back with more in just a moment on Mix 1041 and mixtv.tv.